So this is the new trailer that the Fun Pimps released, about the 1.0 release that should drop in June. There's a lot to take in here. I'm gonna be stopping the video quite a lot to analyze everything, but I'll have a link in the description below for you to watch the trailer by yourself, so let's go. Right here, we see a big explosion. This could be an allusion to the story mode that they mentioned on the roadmap. So this shot is pretty interesting. Look at the amount of zombies in the middle of town, and this doesn't look like it's a blood moon. So currently we can have to 64 enemies on a blood moon, and at a later stage of the game we can actually get them. But in the beginning not so much. And we can never get this amount of zombies in the middle of the city, outside of a blood moon. So I wonder if this is something they're trying to bring in. It would be awesome to have this amount of zombies. This is a very wide shot of a snow town. I don't notice anything too different. Maybe the lighting is a little bit different, but of course this is a gameplay trailer, so you know how it is. New skin for the deer, or the doe. These blocks, I think we can already use them. These log looking blocks, nothing new here. New animation for the mountain lion. Maybe new skin too. Looks a little bit different. Can actually run it frame by frame. Yeah. Look how he moves, much smoother. It looks like it's not a rigid body, you know. Yeah. New particle effects too. The blood looks a little different. Very interesting. Now this shot here. This zombie in front of us looks kind of the same, but the one behind him, it's the lab zombie and the limpy man. The limpy man seems to have a different shirt. This shot is also interesting, because he's using the hammer and the sledgehammer to destroy the blocks. Now, we can already use these things to destroy the blocks in a POA, but they take a long time. So I wonder if they're trying to make the hammer and the sledgehammer more viable to destroy a block without getting any resources. It will be a good addition. Make it more efficient. Because a lot of times we don't want to get resources, we just want to get rid of a block in front of us, like this one for example. Maybe this is a new destroyed version of this tower, the Vanity Tower. Maybe this is a new version of it, a destroyed version. Maybe even different stages of destruction. Because we see the full one. See this stage, maybe it means there'll be different versions of this tower. This looks like it's also a new skin for the fat Hawaiian zombie. It looks a little bit more blue. And this fat lady too, a little bit different. It looks like all the zombies have been reworked, all the skins. New animation for the multiplayer view for the player. It has been reworked too. Over there's nothing much to see. There's a nice base that someone built. It looks pretty cool. The hand holding the torch. Yeah, that's nice. What a nice build. The trailer looks a little different too. Definitely. Different shading, different textures. Here in the cop's pit, it also looks different. It doesn't look like a full green cloud coming our way. It has more detail. It kind of looks like vomit now. Different particle effects. That's what I take in from this. I already noticed this on the blood too. New armor. Look at that ridiculous, stupid looking thing. But maybe this is going to be advanced armor or something. Looks heavy. A lot of zombies in a single room. That's this is probably endgame. This is probably an advanced character to get this amount of zombies. But this shot, nothing new here, because in current endgame on a blood moon, we can get kind of this amount of zombies. Maybe not all radiated, but I imagine that this is an advanced Horde Night, maybe 100 or something like that. Nothing new here. Outside of a blood moon, that would be new. Something that it's noticeable to me is the textures and the lighting on the weapon itself, because currently it kind of looks like he always has the same lighting, but now it's actually reacting to the environment. See how the lighting matches the environment around it? And it looks like there's a different skin for the party girl zombie. Back there, looks like she's wearing a white dress. This is something I noticed for other zombies. I wonder if there are gonna be different variants of the same zombie, like different skins, so that the same zombie doesn't look like the same every single time. This is kinda cool. Like here, for example, we see the yellow hazmat guy in the background, and in front of us, the one that is getting attacked, he kinda has a bluish skin. So I imagine it's gonna be the same zombie, but just different skins, so that it looks more, there's more variety in the world, which is kinda nice. We see the same thing here, a white version of the hazmat guy. Like the businessman also has a different colored suit. And the particle effects of the head exploding. Look at that thing. Of course, this is something that we're probably going to be able to change in the settings, like we can do right now. Change the amount of particles from 0 to 100%. But it looks like it has more detail. The way the damn head exploded was kind of spectacular. Yeah. The explosions too. Look at this explosion. I'm going to run it frame by frame so that we can appreciate it. But once again, you can watch this thing on a link that's going to be on the description below. But the explosion and the way that the blocks are coming apart looks more realistic. Looks better, I think. And then we got this shot of a truck with some big wheels and some attachments in the front that is just wrecking all those zombies. Currently the truck, if it hits zombies, it just stops in place. It doesn't go anywhere. But it looks like it's going to be a menacing weapon. And once again, it's broad daylight. And look at the amount of zombies in the middle of the city. I think this is a pretty cool change. If they planning to bring the ability to have this amount of zombies in broad daylight, that's going to be awesome. Which means optimization. They're doing some serious optimization to the game. The chainsaw could be a viable weapon, because currently it's not. It does do some damage, but it's not like a proper weapon. And here we have a different skin for the janitor. So a different variant. And look at the amount of soldiers coming out of that room. This is probably endgame, of course. But still, that's a lot of them soldiers coming out of that tiny room. In a POI. Look at that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 soldiers. Awesome. Fortnite, there's another variant for the janitor. You saw a red skin hit there. This janitor here on the floor. A lot of radiators. I think every single of these zombies already had a radiated version, so nothing new here, as far as I can tell. So there you go.
I get so scared on blood moons.
This version
Someone could stay the night.
will be the release of 7 Days to Die for the PC, but I believe we will also bring in the console version.